Hey guys, in this video I will show you some tips and tricks with Yoru right here on Fracture, and we'll start right here on A side when you are attacking. So very simply, when you are going into this A main, all you need to do is just simply send your clone in, so that way it checks the corner if there's no one holding it, and it will just continue its way all the way here. Another useful thing that you can do is very simply sending your TP all the way here in the back, just like that. The TP will go there, and then when you are entering, you can either fake TP or combine it with your flashes, and then you can TP or to fake that you are positioned. The enemies can't pay attention to do it a bit, so they might get distracted, and you can get the entry. If you're coming from the dish, you can do once again the very same thing as you did before. You can either try to fake either of these sides, very simply, and then be holding him, since the enemies will usually peek him or try, but be careful, they can peek you from the other side, so always be careful and try to hold the other angle that you are exposed to. And then when you get closer, just don't forget to use your flashes to clear the closer angles. However, your clone will get all the way here, so it might get shot. And when you are all the way here, you can use this TP once again for fake. You can send it to the right if you want, and then fake TP there. Or just very simply try to send it to the side, just like that. It will climb up the stairs, and in that corner you can try to fake it. Once again, it will distract the enemies and you can get a free entry. Right here, when you are pushing B, you can do your TP once again by simply standing at this wall and aiming right here at this corner. The TP will go like this, all the way in the back. However, you want to fake TP anywhere in this area. Usually these two spots would be smoked, so if you TP here, it's quite a safe spot, since you are not exposed to either of those, but you have to time it pretty well. And you can even TP and try to get open from this unexpected spot. If you want to go into tower and TP there, just simply stand here. You can ping into the back of it, and then you just send there your TP, but don't over peek, so that way you are not exposed. Just send your TP like this, it will climb up the stairs and the other stairs as well, as you can see, and end up right here in tower. You can fake TP here or TP here as well. If this is smoked, you are in a quite safe spot. If you are defending, it's very easy for you to go for flanks with Yoru. For example, you can stand in this corner and place your cursor right in the middle of this wall, between those two things. Send there your TP, and the TP will go all the way to spawn. But be careful, enemies can see the teleporter if it goes around them. But you can always fake TP and try to win you some time. As you can see, it will go all the way here. And the very same thing works for the other side. There is gonna be barrier at the beginning of the round, and you just simply send your TP at this line right here. Just simply aim anywhere, wherever you want, and send there your TP, and it's gonna go all the way here in the back. Then you can TP and try to flank, but once again be careful, the enemies can see the teleporter. And of course you can do this on this side as well. Just simply aim right here into this middle panel, more to the left of this part, just like that. Send there your TP, and the TP will once again go all the way to spawn. It will bounce off the walls, as you can see, and land all the way in the back, just like that. And once again you can TP and go for the flank. Now let's move on to clones when you are defending. One of my favorite things to do with clones is to fake my position. Maybe to fake out that I'm rotating. Just simply place your fake out anywhere in this area, and then you can simply hide, for example in this corner, or anywhere on side on top of it. And when the enemies are coming closer and it's later in the round, you can fake your position by simply spawning your fake out and letting it go to spawn, so that the enemies might think that you have rotated and they have a free side. So you can get a free kills this way. You might be left unchecked if you are in this corner, since they would be paying attention to the clone running all the way here. And of course you can do a very similar thing right here on B side as well. Just simply place your fake out, for example here, or anywhere in this area as well, but make sure it can be heard, for example here. And then you can be in tower or anywhere and just simply spawn the fake outs. The fake outs will lead the way, and the enemies might be thinking that you are once again leaving. Of course you can do this on plenty of spots. You can do this, for example, for tower as well. Just simply put your fake out right like this, and when the enemies might be coming, just simply spawn it, and let it run. The enemies might be thinking that you're in tower, since you will be hiding right in this corner. Very simple to do. Right here at arcade you can do this, just simply place your clone right here, and then you just simply spawn it when you hear anyone coming. Just like that. The enemies might be shooting at him, and you pick the other side, since this will flash them and they will be paying attention to him. And you can do a very similar thing right here on this, just simply go here, hide, let your clone be here, and if you hear anyone close, or you can just try to fake it, just simply activate your clone, and then when the clone is activated, it might get shot and you pick the left side. Very simple and easy to do. And lastly, with your clone you can do also this, just simply place him right here, and when the enemies are coming, when you hear them coming, just simply activate it. He will go through the gate, pay its attention to him, and you can simply shoot them. Very simple to do. Once again, the enemies will get flashed and distracted. When you are attacking, just very simply use your fake outs like this. Let them lead the way. For example, at this area usually Killjoy or Cypher will have their abilities in this area, so it will activate them and you can run through after him. And you can do a very similar thing on the other side, right here, just like this. Very simple. To gain the info or to activate the traps that might be there. And of course you can do this on the A side as well, just by simply placing your Yoru like this and trying to go to this corner. Very simple, or letting go to the ropes, just like that. Very simple. The enemies might get confused and it's easy to do. And of course you want Yoru usually pick this corner, so just throw it behind the corner. It will lead the way. However, if you don't use that one, just simply use this one, so that it will go straight up to the side. Very simple. Now let's move on to flash that might be used. So for example, when you are trying to pick this corner, you can bounce off your flash off this wall, just like that. It will bounce off and blind anyone who would be holding either here or all the way in the back, so you can win some space. And when you're entering, you can bounce off your flash like this. It's gonna pop right here and flash anyone who is in this area. Very useful flash. It only doesn't blind anyone under the side. It's the only disadvantage. But anyone who is elsewhere is gonna get flashed. The same thing works for this area. Just simply bounce it off like this, or very simple like this. Depends what you wanna flash. If you wanna flash more of the side, just simply bounce it off of this. It's gonna blind anyone here and here. Pretty much bouncing off of this wall is probably the best one. So this blows up right here. When you are pushing B, just simply use your flash and bounce it off of this tower with the back side, just like that. You wanna throw it a bit higher so it doesn't pop low and the enemies are and everyone is blinded. So just make sure you aim a bit higher. It's gonna bounce off and flash anyone in this area. And if you are pushing from this side, just very simply you can bounce your first flash of this. It's gonna flash anyone in the tower. And then when you are entering, you can bounce it off of this or this. But be careful, you can flash yourself easily of these walls. So yeah, that's a quick tutorial how to play Yoru right here on Fracture. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, and see you guys soon. Bye!